What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are out to a undisclosed location and we are going to start scouting around for potential mineral claims. I want the mineral rights on some ground and I'm prepared to drop $11,000 to do so. We are going to put plans in place to peg out our own mineral claim. We are exactly on some free ground that has no mineral titles to them, and we're going to sort of prospect around, and if it has any potential, I will jot this down and this will become a claimed up area for Busted Knuckles prospecting. Over the last few weeks, I have done quite a bit of research trying to claim up ground here in New South Wales, and I was so close to actually submitting application forms until the other night when I seen a news article letting me know that there is a massive big Canadian mining company that just so happens to have applied for an application and got approved for the exact ground that I wanted to work, which is a massive bummer for me, and that means I will have to wait at least 6 years before I can probably submit an application to claim that particular area. Now, because I lost out on that claim and I have been gung-ho about getting my own mineral claim here in New South Wales, just for the simple fact I will legally be allowed to use high bankers, digging equipment, and all the fun stuff. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to start making plans to claim up ground and we're going to mine the absolute shit out of it. For now, we are going to prospect around with the Gold Monster on some of these old tracks. We're going to do a bit of prospecting in the creek. We're just going to see what's in the ground around this area. This will only be my first time here prospecting, and I will be back multiple times in the future to prospect all different sections of this creek and find out if this particular ground is worth pegging a claim on or if it's worth just leaving it for someone else. Now, let's get set up, stop talking, and start doing a bit of prospecting, eh? What's going on here? Let's see. Oh, shit. See anything of interest on it, but very iron rich. All I'm looking at is the fractured bedrock and all that fun stuff. Just looking for water-worn gravels and yarmoon. Might have a go at taking a sample from here maybe. I think we might grab a sample from just here. Looks good enough as any. I honestly can tell you right now there won't be any gold in this, but the whole idea is to test. You don't know where the gold is if you're not testing. So, big spider, big dead spider. Starting to get into some really blackish material there, but it's only on the surface of this granodiorite. I'll have to take a sample of that aim to crush up. Let's see if I can't pry this out a bit. That looks like the bedrock just there. the first sample. Look at this one, have a go at that. Yeah, she's iron rich. We might be able to crevice out of here, maybe. Maybe not. I think that one sample should sort of give me a bit of a rough idea. I should ideally take more samples, but if we find gold, then we can come back and start doing a bit more thorough prospecting. At the moment, we just want to see if there is any gold in this particular area. Looks like we've got a bit of a mound here. Could have pushed something off the side of the hill. Just a pile of rock off the side of the hill. Okay. It's very, very iron rich on the outside. Very interesting. Oh, what have we got here? So there, give it a little breaky, achy breaky. That's some juicy looking stuff. Oh, got a bit of quartz there. Really vuggy looking quartz. And we've got a couple more mounds over here. I'm just going to probably mosey on down onto these, have a squizzaroo. Be careful there's no hidden mine shafts. Look at that. That might be, ow. Damn, blackberries are sharp. Can't break that one. Let me get it with my strong hand. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That is some, that might actually be worth taking home, sister girl. Even this shit. Oh. Don't know, sister girls. What would you do? Would you take it and crush it? Or would you just leave it for the next guy? I know what I'm doing with it. But that's coming home with moi. Gathered up some rusty chip samples. Honestly, don't think there'll be any gold in either of these samples, but I'm going to take this one home for a crushing and we'll take that one down to the creek to pan out. If I find one speck of gold, then I will sort of jot it down and I will be back to further investigate those two areas. Just pulled over trying to get down to the creek. We got some very, very interesting spots down there. I do apologize, I just can't show you. Too many people will know where I'm at, and if that's the case, then if I find good gold there, then they will be back to pillage my area, no doubt. I'm going to continue on. There's something of interest over here. We're going to go sample and suss out. Could be an old river channel, could be nothing, but I'll see you there in a second. Just as I suspected, river gravels. And the creek's about 50 meters behind me, so this is where we're going to take some samples from. Look at all that. Look at that. That was juicy material. So I'm definitely going to be gathering some samples from here. Look at all those river gravels. Look at that. Water worn, water worn, water worn. So let's see if there's any gold in that. What I might actually do is take a sample and see if I can't scooch me way down to the creek and just pan it out right here. So at one stage, that creek had run this way and not the way it's going. That's some good looking material, huh? Imagine if I got a claim here, I just smash this ancient river channel out, have a mini digger and all. Let's work our way down to the creek and see if we got any gold in this pan or if we're just wasting time. Water flow is a bit strong. Jam it up a bit. There we go. If you look very, very closely, you will see absolutely nothing at all. So I was just walking back up the hill here, just following this washout, and I started noticing we got some black sands showing up in here, and it goes along. There's some more black sands there, and it continues on up through that. I think that's enough out of here. It'll give me a rough idea what's going on in this gully. For me. I will pan these two samples out we got back up on the hill, and we'll see if there's any gold in it. Okay, let's see if we even got any specks of gold. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Nothing. It is now currently the very next day, and we are back at this old river channel, and we are going to continue prospecting around this area because it piqued my interest yesterday when I was here, and we're going to see if there is any gold. And when I say we, I mean myself and the supervisor for today. I only sort of took one sample out from this area right here. Now, if there was any gold, the weather and all that stuff would have eroded it down, and it'd be along the bottom here somewhere. My plan of attack will be to clear back some of this just in here, all the slumped down material, and I want to sort of dig down a bit just to see if this river gravel continues down. Now, I've walked to the other side of the road here where it drops off a bit, and there are more river gravels there, but it could be just stuff they've graded and pushed off the road itself. We'll get set up and we will continue prospecting this old channel, and we will see if there is any gold values to it. They're just going to dig a hole, okay? By the looks of it, the river gravels continue on down. Now, if we look on the road, we're still seeing river gravels. What I'm looking for, ideally, is non-water worn. That looks like bedrock right there. Now, if there was gold traveling down this creek, it will not penetrate through that bedrock. So I'll fill one bucket up from this spot, I'll take it down, I'll pan that one entire bucket out. If there's no gold, we will sort of scooch across a little bit. We'll take another bucket sample and we will continue that process right across this river channel and just see what sort of results we get. Try and find some kind of a bedrock or some false bedrock or something. We started here. We've started working that what appeared to be bedrock, and I've started following it down, and we got a bit of a crevice at the back with some water-worn gravels mixed in with it. But then we started breaking away some of this bedrock to get down in the crevice just to see if there are any gold values to it. And I started hitting some decomposing mineralized material. Now I'm going to grab a separate bag. We're going to bag this up, and this will go with my other crush samples. And I'm going to continue working some of this material out of here just to see if there are any gold values to it. If not, we still got all the material in the bucket that we've got to pan out. Let's head down to the creek. Got all my samples gathered up. I could probably do with more samples of the rock, that black rock, mineralized rock, but I will do a crush, see if there's any values to it. At the moment, I've got 2 bags, sandwich bags this size, full of material, just rock samples, and I've also got these, all this, like that is some nice mineralized material. Oh, look at that. There's a lot of mica in there, but who knows, there could be gold. What I'm going to do is just pan and reduce all this down, and then once we're down to our very last pan, I will just reveal the whole lot, and hopefully with a bit of luck we can actually find a couple of little specks of gold. Okay, stand up there. We'll take them off when we get in the car. So we got 2 specks. One, where are we? 1 and 2 around here somewhere. Just there in the center of the screen, and just there. Now that I've found those 2 specks from that entire bucket sample, I know there is potential for gold in that old river channel. Now we're going to go home, we're going to crush up those 2 samples I've gathered up yesterday and today. I won't bore you with showing you me crushing all that up. What I'm going to do is just post a photo at the very end of this video of which samples which and what results came from those samples. But for now, what I will do is probably sign off from here. I hope you like what we got up to over the last 2 days, and if you would like to continue following along on my journey of getting around trying to peg out my own mineral claim, go down, hit the like, share and subscribe button, and you will see us eventually high banking legally here in New South Wales on our own private mineral claim. So With all that being said, peace, I'm out, and I'll see yous in the next video.